Badoop. To save, blah 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 and blah, you have to find the 7 sacred computer mouse, blah blah blah. Alright. 2 things. 1, isn't the plural of mouse computer not mice? And 2, what? Like, why? Like, dog, this is not a Disney adventure. I'm not. I just had a thought. What if I decided to enjoy myself? Ooh, so crazy, and like not hate on everything that comes my way. Like, I don't want to shut down a possible fun opportunity just because I feel the need to prove I don't even know, mature? I am allowed to participate in childish things like a scavenger hunt. Alright, let's do this. The earliest known use of the term mouse is in Bill English's, remember that name, Bill English's 1965 publication, Computer-Aided Display Control, likely because the cord resembled a rodent tail. According to Roger Bates, the term also came because the cursor on the screen was referred to as cat, and it would seem as if you were chasing the mouse. Wait, what? I was talking about the word, like as a precursor, prepare people, that shouldn't count. It's like getting a dragon egg while loading into a Minecraft world. Bro, it hasn't even started yet. Anyways.
Trackball in one place.
The Trackball was originally a secret military project called Comprehensive Display System. It was a post-World War II fire-controlled radar plotting system created for the Royal Navy Scientific Service and invented in 1946 by Ralph Benjamin. The project used analog computers, a type of machine that used physical phenomena such as mechanics or hydraulics to solve mathematical equations, or, in our case, to calculate the future position of the target. In previous iterations of the machine, a joystick was used, but Ralph felt that a sleeker rollerball was needed instead of the Happy Twig. The device was patented in 1947, but only one prototype was ever built. There was another. It was built by Kenyon Taylor, a British engineer working on the Royal Canadian Navy's Digital Automated Tracking and Resolving System in 1952. DATAR was similar to Ralph's invention. The device stayed in place while a ball rotated by the user would pick up signals. Ralph's used 2 wheels, but this one used 4. 2 for X and 2 for Y. When spun, the wheel would make periodic contact with wires, producing pulses of electricity that could then be translated to XY coordinates. Okay, now, let's make this a little interactive. You guys get to answer just one question I have for you. That's all we have time for. What was the original trackball made out of? A, a ping pong ball. B, a tennis ball. C, a marble. Or D, pick something yourself, kid. Well, did you guess bowling ball? I can't be the only one that thinks that's insane, right? Anyways, it was a military secret once again, so nobody heard about it for years. Except maybe those who were missing their bowling balls. They might have known. I'd also like to mention that there is a website explicitly for trackballs.
Second mouse acquired.
I don't have a funny line for this one. The mouse's origin starts in India with Mus musculus, sometime around 700 Kya. Then it migrated to Iran, and after that it traveled to Afghanistan, and eventually evolved into the little critter on the walls that we're familiar with. Wait, wrong mouse. That's next video. Okay, here we go. Douglas Engelbart of the Stanford Research Institution has been credited by many as the inventor of the computer mouse. Engelbart's goal was to augment human intelligence through new computers, software, and hardware. In 1964, Bill English assisted Engelbart in building a prototype of the first real mouse. It used 2 wheels that rolled when you moved the mouse and sent a signal to the computer, acting very much like Kenyon Taylor's design, but instead of a ball to rotate, the user would move the entire brick. Next, on December 9th, 1968, Engelbart publicly demonstrated the mouse at what would be known as the mother of all demos. This demo displayed for the first time many of what would be known as home computer fundamentals. The technologies shown influenced both Apple and Microsoft. In any case, the invention of the mouse was just one small part of Engelbart's goal to augment human intelligence. Whatever. The people stop watching if I act too much like a cliche. The Telefunken. Telefunken was not actually the name of this mouse, but I'm going to spread disinformation. The Telefunken was a German-made mouse that used a ball on the bottom instead of the wheels, not to be confused with Ralph's design that had a ball on the top and you didn't move the whole contraption. The patent on the Telefunken was rejected because the Malabrine team, this will be explained later, had already developed what would be known as the grandfather of the touchscreen. That stuff is at a later part though. Right now it's still mouse time. Ah, hell yeah, this guy has funk. home computers. The Xerox Alto was one of the first computers designed for you, and is designed as the first modern computer to use a mouse. A little unrelated, but Alan Kay designed the mouse cursor icon. Personally, I think it's just okay. Minus one funny point. In 1972, while working for Xerox PARC, Bill English created a mouse with a ball. This had never been done before. Ever. The ball was made of steel, but also surrounded by a layer of rubber so it would catch the surface of whatever is being moved across. This version of the mouse would be popularized amongst home computers in the 80s and 90s. That was until the rise of the scroll wheel. Do I not get a mouse for this? Alright, I mean whatever. I was hoping for something like this, but I guess I'll move on with my day. The sacred scroll wheel. Woo. I actually have nothing to say about the scroll wheel. I guess it was invented in the 1990s. Renee Sommer added a microprocessor. Don't know what that does. I guess before the scroll wheel, the mice just had 3 buttons. Now they got 2. Yay, new mouse, I guess. I can do that better. Yippee! Phew, mousey, haha, coolio, wow, wowza. Okay. The first 2 optical mouse were invented by independent creators in the 1990s. Both of these optical mice were only usable on pre-printed mouse pad-like surfaces, whereas modern LED mice has no such restriction. Shh! No restrictions! Fun fact, wireless mice intermittently deactivate the LED to save battery power, only keeping it on when movement is detected. Now you may be wondering, how do these things even work? Well, it's really simple. To detect movement, it takes a photo, takes another photo at a fraction of a second later, and compares them. If the second photo is slightly offset from the first, it moves the cursor in the direction of the offset. Oh, also, the guys that invented the first 2 mouse were named Steve Kirsch and Richard F. Lyon. That'd be good to know if I'm doing a history of the thing. You know, I should probably say that. But what's the point of having this if I can't touch it? Like, I get it, but come on, man. I'm giving you minus 1 funny point. Before the mouse, wow, this video is all over the timeline. Before the mouse, they used grandfather drawing tablets to tell the computer what to do. If we take it way back to 1946, we will find that the Philco company designed a stylish, which when applied to a screen would increase the signal, essentially allowing sports commentators to draw arrows and circles in real time. Blah blah blah, and a few iterations later, finger touchscreens were invented. By later, I mean 1965. Developed by Eric Johnson, it was a touchscreen that there isn't much on this guy. I thought the paragraph on the wiki would be longer, but next screen or mouse or whatever, please. Now I shall reveal the truth. Telefunken was not the name of a mouse, but actually a German company which developed computer stuff. The Telefunken Malebrain team developed Touchpoint Einrichtung, which is, in fact, a touchscreen. If you really want to know how touchscreens work, watch this Precursors video. What? They did it better than me. Oh, dang, do I really get 7 mouses? I just said that to copy the 7 Chaos Emeralds. This is completely accidental. There are no other types of mouse. Shout out Dr. Feet.